Hi there. Hope you have a fantastic day today. This lesson, I will teach you how to calculate area of sectors. Of course, there is a PDF file versions on the description below for you to download so you can work with me. Otherwise, let's go straight into it. First one, to calculate the area of these sectors here. So it is a part of circle. So we need to know that area of a circle is pi r square. Let me just write this down. So area of a circle is pi r square. And that will give us the area of the whole circle. So for part A is half of circle. So which is times by a half. And we know that 9 is the diameter. So therefore the radius is half of 9. So 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. So therefore the area equal pi times the radius. So the radius is 4.5. 4.5 and square, radius square. And we times a half. So just go shift pi times 4.5 square times a half. So there you go, 31.808 and so on, correct to one decimal place. So the number after 8 is 0. So therefore the answer is 31.8. So which is equal to 31.8 square centimeters. So that is the area of this semicircle. Part B. So we know that area of a circle A is pi r square. And we know that that will give us the whole circle, area of the whole circle. And we only need a fraction of it. That is 28 degrees out of 360 degrees. So we just need to times 28 degrees out of 360. And we know that the radius in this case is 7. So we just replace with that. So that will give me pi times r squared, that is 7, times by 28 out of 360. That is shift pi times 7 square, we times 28 out of 360. So there you go, 11.97 and so on, correct to one decimal place. So the number after 9 is 7, so we add 1 to 9, give me 10. So in another word, 11.97 becomes 12.0, okay? So the answer is 12.0 square centimeters. So there you go. Part C. So area of a circle A is pi r square. And we just need to have a quarter of it because this sector here is 90 degrees. So you can times 90 over 360 degrees or a quarter because it is a quarter of a circle. So times by quarter. And we know that the radius is 6.7. So that will give me pi times 6.7 square times a quarter. So that will give me shift pi times 6.7 square, we times 1 over 4. Or 90 degrees over 360. Or you can just divide it by 4 or times a quarter, okay? So that is 35.25 and 6 and so on. So correct to one decimal place, 35.3. So 35.3 square centimeters. That is the area of this quarter of circle. Please stop the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through them with you. Before I do that, please do not forget to give me a thumb up and subscribe if you haven't done so you can help me to grow my channel. So part D, so it's a part of circle. So the area of a circle A is pi r squared. And we just need 135 out of 360 degrees, a part of it, okay? So we times by 135 out of 360. And we know that the radius of this sector here is 5.2. So that means equal pi times 5.2 square, we times 135 out of 360 degrees. That is shift pi times 5.2 square, we times 135 out of 360. So there you go, 31.9, correct to one decimal place. So 31.9 square centimeters. So there you go, and I hope you got it correct. Part E, again, area is pi r square, and one part of it. So we just need to work out the area of the sector, that is 123 degrees out of 360. So which is times 1, 2, 3 out of 360. So that is pi times 12 square, because the radius is 12, and we times 1, 2, 3 out of 360. That is shift pi times 12 square times 1, 2, 3 out of 360. So there you go, 154.6 square centimeters equal 156.4 square centimeters. So there you go. Part F. Again, area of a circle A is pi r squared, and we just need to work out a fraction of it, that is 43 degrees out of 360. So we times by 43 out of 360. And we know that the radius is 11.2 centimeters. So we just go pi times 11.2 square, and we times 43 out of 360. That will give me, so shift pi times 11.2 square and times by 43 out of 360. So 47.1, okay? So 47.1 square centimeters. Don't forget about the units, okay? And in this part E as well, I forgot to write the square. So keep that in mind, okay? Please pause the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through them with you. First one is 3/4 of a circle. So which is times by 3/4. Or you can just times by 270 over 360 if you like. Because from here to here is 360 degrees minus 90 degrees. So 270 degrees if you wish. But let me just times by 3/4. Okay. So area is equal to pi r squared, always start with the rule, and we times by 3/4. So now which is equal to pi times the radius, that is 8.6 square, and we times by 3/4 of it. So times 3 over 4. That is equal to, so just go shift pi times 8.6 square, we times 3/4. So there you go, 174.26. So that means we add 1 to 2, become 3. 174.3. So 174.3 square centimeters. So that is the area of this sector here, 3/4 of a circle. Now part H. So we know that area of a circle is pi r square. And in this case, it is half of a circle. So we just divide by 2. Or we can times a half. And we know that the diameter is 15. The radius will be half of this. So half of 15 is 7.5, right? So now that becomes equal pi times 7.5 square with times a half. That is equal to, so just go shift pi times 7.5 square with times 1/2. So there you go, 88.4 square centimeters. So 88.4 square centimeters. So there you go. Part I. So first of all, area of a circle, area is pi r square, and we need to times 32 out of 360 degrees. So we times by 32 out of 360 because we just need a fraction of it. That is 32 out of 360. So the radius in this case is 6.2. So pi times 6.2 square, we times 32 out of 360. There you go. So I just put on a calculator. So I just go shift pi times 6.2 square, and we times 32 out of 360. So there you go, 10.73. So it becomes 10.7. Okay, correct to 1 decimal place. So 10.7 square centimeters. So there you go, and I hope you got it correct. Part I. So first of all, we know that the angle out here is 98, and we do need to find the area of this. So therefore, we need to work out the angle inside here first, okay? And we know that altogether is 360 degrees. So we just go 360, we minus 98. So 262. So we just go area is equal to pi r square. We times by 262 out of 360. So that will give us this area here. Don't forget, okay? And we know that the radius is 8. So we just go equal pi times 8 square, and we times 262 out of 360. So that is equal to, I just go pi times 8 square times 262 out of 360. So there you go, 146.3, because the number after 3's is less than 2. So therefore, 146.3. 146.3 square centimeters. So there you go. Now, please pause the video and try this to yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through them with you. Before I do that, don't forget to give me a thumb up and subscribe if you haven't done so, okay? So you can help me to grow my channel. So first of all, 120 degrees is outside, right? So therefore, this angle here is 360 minus 120. So 360 minus 100 will give me 260 minus 20, 240 here. Okay, don't forget. Of course, you can just use your calculator. So area is pi r square, and we just times 240 out of 360 degrees. Okay, and the radius in this case here is 7.2. So that is equal to pi times 7.2 square with times 240 out of 360. And that will give me shift pi times 7.2 square with times 240 out of 360. That means 24 out of 360 as well. Okay, we can just cancel the 0. 108.5, but after 5 is 7, so it becomes 108.6, correct to 1 decimal place. So 108.6 square centimeters. So there you go. Part L. So again, the angle inside here is 360 minus 50, so 310. So we just need to work out the area of this sector. So area of this sector here is pi r squared. That is the area of the whole circle. So we just need to work out 310 out of 360. And the radius is 12. So that means equal to pi times 12 square with times 310 out of 360. That will give me shift pi times 12 square with times 310 out of 360. So there you go. 389.6, because the number after 5 is 5. So we add 1 to 5, it becomes 6. So 389.6 square centimeters. So there you go. Question number 2 here. So we need to work out the radius of this sector here. And for part A, we know that the area is 62. So I can write area of a sector first, okay? So pi r squared, and we times by 65 over 360 degrees. And we know that the area is 62. So we just substitute in, okay? So 62 is equal to pi. We times the radius square. We times 65 out of 360. And then we just use calculator, work this out first. Okay? So I just go shift pi times 65 over 360. Let me just write correct to 2 decimal places first, okay? So 0.57 for now, okay? 62 equals 0.57 r squared. And I divided by both sides by 0.57. But I use the whole number on the calculator. So I just go 62 divided by the answer. Okay, that will give me more accurate. So 109.3 first, okay, 30 if you wish. So 109.30 is r squared, because I divided by 0.75 already. Now opposite of square is square root. So in another word, r is equal to square root of 109.30, square root of that. That means therefore the radius r equal, so just go square root the answer. So there you go. The radius is 10.45 and so on. Correct to 1 decimal place, 10.5. And we already have the centimeters here. We just need to find the r, value of r. So it should be 10.5. That is the value of r. So there you go. Now please pause the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. Let me go through them with you. So first of all, I know that area of a sector is pi r squared, and we times 145 out of 360 degrees. And we know that the radius is, we need to work it out, and the area is 142.2. So A is 142.2 equal. So what I do, I can just use calculator, work this out first, okay? So I just go shift pi times 145 over 360. So there you go, 1.265. So 1.27 we do for now. So 1.27 r squared, okay? So now I just need to divide by both sides by 1.27. So I just go 142.2, we just divide by the answer. That will give me the whole lot. So that is 112.38 for now. 112.38. So r squared equal 112.37, and we just take square root on both sides. So that is r is equal to 112.37 square root of this. That is equal to, let's just go square root the answer. So there you go, 10.6, okay, centimeters, 10.6, correct to one decimal place. And we know that this already has the unit, so we just need to find the value of r. So the value of r is 10.6. So keep that in mind, and I hope you got it correct. Part C, again, area of a sector is pi r squared. We times 100 degrees. I can just write 100 out of 360. And I can cancel this 0, okay? So now the radius is, we need to work it out. And the area is given by 198. So 198 is equal to, so I just need to, you calculate, work this out first, okay? So I just go shift pi times 10 over 36. So there you go, 0.87 for now, okay? 0.87 r squared. And I just divided by 0.87 on both sides. So I just go 198 divided by the answer, okay? So 226.89 for now. So r squared is equal to 226.89. And r equals square root of that, okay? So let me just write this down, 226.89 with square root of this. That will give me, so I just go square root the answer. So there you go, 15.06. So it becomes 15.1, correct to one decimal place. So 15.1, and that is the value of r. So we can write, if you wish, therefore r equal to this. So there you go. Please stop the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How do you go? So part D. So we know that area is pi r squared with times pi. So we know that from here to here is 330 degrees. Because 360 minus 30 is 330. So we times by 330 out of 360. Of course, we can cancel this 0 out if you wish. So the area is 240 is give me pi r squared times 33 out of 36. So now I can just put that on a calculator. So I just go shift pi times 33 out of 36. Of course, you can put 330 out of 360. So 2.88 for now. So that becomes 240 is equal to 2.88 r squared. And I divided by 2.88 on both sides. So that is 240, we divide by the answer. 83.34 for now. So r squared equal 83.34. So r is square root of this. So 83.34 square root. So therefore, r is, so we should go square root, the answer. So there you go, 9.1. Okay, that is the value of r, the radius. So 9.1. So there you go. I hope you got it correct. Part E. So first of all, we know that this is 160. So inside here, so 360 minus 160. So that should give me 200. So from here to here is 200 degrees. So the area A is pi r squared, and we times by 200 out of 360 degrees. I can cancel that, okay? Makes it easier. And the area is 451.6 is equal to, so I just use calculator, evaluate this first. So I just go shift pi times 20 out of 36. So that is 1.75. Correct to 2 decimal place for now. Okay, 1.75. So 1.75 r squared. And I divided by both sides by 1.75. So I just go 451.6 divided by the answer. 258.75. So 258.75, that is r squared. And we square root on both sides. So r equal to 258.75. We square root of this, of course. And therefore, r equal, so just go square root the answer. 16.1, correct to 1 decimal place. So 16.1. There you go. That is the value of r. And it's already have centimeters. So we just need to write down the value. That's all it is. Now, last one. Part F. So area A is pi r squared. And we times the angle inside here. 360 minus 80. So 360 minus 60 is 300. Minus another 20, it give me 280. So that is 280 degrees here. So we times by 280 out of 360. And we can cancel these two out. So the area of this is 98.6. So 98.6 equal to pi r squared. We times by 28 out of 36. And now what we do, we just work this out. So I just go shift pi times 28 out of 36. So 2.44 for now. So 986 is equal to 2.44 r squared. So now I divide by both sides by 2.44. So just go 98.6 and I divide by the answer. So there you go, 40.35. So r squared equal 40.35. And R is equal to square root of that. So let me just write this down. 35 we square root. And therefore, R is equal to square root the answer. So 6.35 becomes 6.4, correct to 1 decimal place. So the answer is 6.4. So there you go. I hope you got it correct. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.